Hi everyone. Today I'm going to go over the usage summary report. This is one of the most popular and useful reports as it shows your actual versus theoretical usage and gives you the variances for each of your items. To ensure this report is accurate, you must have all of your sales, purchases, waste, and inventory complete. The first thing we're going to do is navigate to the report. To do this, we're going to go under Reports, and you'll see a usage summary option here. There are a couple different ways this report can be run. First, we have the count amounts version. This is the most popular way to look at the usage summary, as it is an item-by-item breakdown that includes how much of each item was counted, as well as the values for actual and ideal usage. Next, we have the group totals version. This will summarize everything into the groups, giving you an overview of which groups have the largest variances. There's the top 25 and bottom 10 report. This is going to give you the list of the top 25 overused items and 10 underused items. This can be useful to see which items have the largest variances. And the final option is the values report. This is similar to the count amounts report, but instead of giving you how much was counted, it'll give you the dollar value instead. I'm going to go over the count amounts report as it's the most commonly used type, and the principles of the report are same throughout each version. Once we select it, we'll have a couple different parameters to run the report. The first option can be these two checkboxes at the top. The first is actualize usage, and the second is show key items only. If actualize is checked off, any items that are actualized will show the actualized amount. If it is not checked off, the items will show the variance calculation based on actual versus ideal. If you are not familiar with actualized usage, there is an option in each item to actualize the usage for the item. By default, this is unchecked. If it is checked off, on this report, it'll match the ideal usage up with the actual usage up to show no variances. This is for items that you cannot track properly. A popular example is something like fryer oil. You count it, you purchase it, but it's not something that can be added to recipes. So in order to make sure it doesn't have a weird variance, you can actualize it to remove all variance from the item. The second checkbox is show key items only. This one's a little bit more self-explanatory. If you only want to see the items that you have checked off as key items, you can check that off. The next thing you'll have to select is the date range. This report is based off of inventory, so you'll need to select the dates of inventories you want to look between. After the dates, we have the filters for if you want to select a specific hot list. So if you have a hot list set up and only want to see those items on the report, you can select that here. The next option is a checkbox for hide zero values. What this will do is if it's checked off, anything that shows zeros across the board will not display on the report. The next options are if you want to filter for any specific item, group, or category. You can also hit the three dots here on any of them to check off multiple items, groups, or categories. Once you have all of your parameters selected for the report, we can click Run Report to generate it. From the top of the report, we're going to see some general information about the report. So on the far left, we're going to have the inventory date range. In the middle, we're going to have the gross sales, so the total sales between this period. And this is going to show the total sales regardless of any filters that have been added. And then on the right-hand side, we have your variance for the entire report. So this can be your actual versus ideal, and then give you your variance, waste, and net variance. And these percentages are going to be based off of your gross sales at the top. The main part of this report is going to be the list of your items. This will be separated into groups and then categories. At the top of each category, it's going to show you the category sales. At the bottom of each group, it'll give you a summary, and then at the bottom of each category, it'll give you a summary as well. When you look at an item line, it is basically broken into two different sections. You have your actual usage and your ideal usage. The actual usage is going to be based off of your inventories and your purchases. So it's going to be opening inventory plus period purchases minus ending inventory, giving you your actual usage. The ideal usage is going to be strictly based off of your sales. So each time a product was sold with this ingredient and how much of that was used. The last two sections here are going to be your waste and your net variance. Waste will show here if you've entered any waste for this item, and then your net variance is going to be your actual usage minus your ideal usage, giving you whatever your variance is to see if you're up or under on the item. If you see you have a larger variance than you were expecting, most of these fields are drillable to get more information about the item. So for example, the opening and ending inventory, if we drill into it, we'll get the inventory count detail report where it'll show how much of each was counted. We can drill into the period purchase as well to see all of the purchases within the period. If you can verify that your opening and closing counts are correct as well as your purchases, then you know that your actual usage is going to be correct. For the ideal usage, you can drill right into the ideal usage and it'll bring up the item sales detail report. This will show you what products it was used in as well as how much of it was used in those products. If you can confirm these numbers are correct, then you know your ideal usage is going to be correct. The last field that's drillable is going to be the waste. And when you drill into this, it's going to bring you the waste detail report, which, like the item sales detail report, will show you what days it was wasted on and how much. The usage summary report is a helpful report to see which items have the highest variances, so you can try to fix those issues with those high variance items. This has been an overview of the report. Thanks for watching.